Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Farnworth, your school librarian or media specialist at Southport Middle School, and I'm going to help you through this holiday research. So, this is day one. You should be pulling up this worksheet that you should find in Canvas, okay, under the module that I created that says Mrs. Farnworth's holiday research. So, to start with, and I'm adding this video so that anybody who needs to go back and review, you'll be able to understand what to do today. So, when evaluating a source, we need to ask the following questions. And if you'll notice, I have this on the worksheet. We want to ask about currency. Is the information up to date? Okay, so you're doing holiday research, so it probably doesn't need to be within this year or within the past couple of years. If you were researching something that was maybe a science topic, then you would probably want something really, really recent because information on science, gets updated quite frequently. So, since we're talking about researching a holiday, we don't need to be as concerned with that, but we probably don't want it more than like 10 years. And then reliability, is it useful? This is kind of about readability. Can I actually read what's written there? Is it written by somebody who is educated on the topic? And and really I'm looking for, is it going to be useful for me? Okay. So when you're looking for reliability, you want something that you can read well, and you want something that is also well written. Okay. So we want to make sure that it's written by, someone who's educated, probably not somebody who is a middle school student, unless your topic has to do with being a middle school student. Okay. Um, Next one we want to look for is authority. This is the author credible? Okay. Can we trust the person who's actually writing this piece? Lastly, why was the resource created? Is it a fact based piece, or is it something that was written with an opinion in mind? You want to look for language that shows they're trying to convince you of something. Okay, if they're trying to get you to buy something or trying to convince you that this is the best holiday, you should absolutely celebrate it, then that's probably not going to be a factual source. We want something that's going to really list those facts for us. Okay, so I have chosen Kwanzaa, so I'm going to type Kwanzaa in here. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to split your screen. So this is a website I found when I was searching for Kwanzaa. Now I'm going to show you how to split the screen real quick. I have two things here. I have my worksheet and I also have my website. I'm actually going to start with the worksheet. I'm going to take the worksheet and I'm going to drag it to a corner of my screen. And yes, I am on a Chromebook because I wanted to show you that this works with a Chromebook. Do you see how it kind of ghosts, makes this ghosty outline? I'm going to drop it. And now it has put this worksheet on one side of my screen. Now, sometimes it'll let you select the other piece, but now I'm going to ghost this on the other side and it's going to throw it on the other side. It should, and it didn't do it right. So let me try that again. Oh, you know what? That's not the right one. There it is. Okay. So there's the two assignments, or two pieces that I just put side by side. I'm going to move my picture up to the top of the screen so that we can make sense of this. So, oops. All right. So I'm going to type in Kwanzaa. I know I just did, but I think I deleted it. And then I'm going to ask these questions. Now, normally, if we were doing this in person, I actually have you write on this hand, but I want to show you what it looks like. So we look at what's the title of the article or the website. We need to list the URL. That's one. So this is five finger evaluation. The second is, does it have a date? Is it recent enough? The third finger is it well written? And these are really yes or no questions. You can add more information if you want to, but you really want to think through these questions while you're answering it. Does it have an author, and is the author trustworthy, right? Kind of got to ask both those questions. But we're just going to say, yes, it has an author, or no, it doesn't. And then you can think in your mind, is this trustworthy? Okay. And finally, you're looking at purpose. Is it fact based or opinion based? Okay. So I'm going to kind of browse through this article to make sure I have something that's credible. So the first thing I need to do is write down my title. And so the title is I'm going to put the title of the blog actually, Ashro Blog Celebrating Kwanzaa. And I know that it's actually longer than that, but that's where I'm going to keep it. Okay. And then I'm going to put the URL there. There's my son in the background. I'm going to hit pause. Okay, now I'm going to continue. So I put the title and the URL. The next thing, and all I did was copied and pasted that URL from up here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find out if there's a date. And so I can tell you ahead of time because I've already scrolled through this. There is not. Now, you could be thrown because as I look through this website, I know I'm going really fast, but you may be thrown because there are some dates in here, but those dates are only for comments. So the people who've made comments on the website, but not actually people who have done anything that are authoring the website. So date, no. All I'm going to do is highlight that. And I can do that by using my highlighting tool, or what I like to do sometimes is just delete the other answer and then you have your answer. So no, there's no date. Is it well written? Well, let's read a little bit. Let me go back up to the top. I invite you to explore the possibility this uplifting, mindful holiday can be a powerful way to end the old year and begin the next. And when celebrated intentionally, it can spur real growth at an individual, family, and community level. Boy, that sounds really well written. And I will tell you, it reads really well all throughout. So I'm going to say, yes, it's well written. So I left my yes there. Does it have an author? Well, yeah, we have Leslie Royal. It says right there. Authors can be found either at the beginning of an article or at the end. Sometimes it's in the middle, but usually you want to look at the top or bottom. Now, although we have an author, we have to think about, is she credible? Can I trust this author? And I'm going to go down here at the bottom because there she is. There's Leslie Royal. Isn't she cute with all her pink? She is a travel and fashion contributor for Ashro. Fashion and travel, that doesn't really sound like somebody who's an expert on holidays. And, she's a freelance writer. Yes, she looks like she's a well-versed writer. She's appeared in lots of magazines. Okay. How to write and self-publish your book. Okay. Um, but she says she's a fashion contributor. That kind of makes me ask some questions. I want to know what kind of website Ashro is, and I will tell you. If you go, oh, look, you can get Ashro credit. If you actually go to the bottom of the page, there actually is an about button, and I can't see it right now, but there's an about button. If we were to click that, I'll just tell you because I can't get there with my Screencastify going. But if we were to click there, you would find that this is actually a fashion website. They're trying to sell you clothes, and in fact, they're trying to sell you clothes that some of the clothes that they're trying to sell you have to do with Kwanzaa. And so there is kind of that kind of tells me that we're a little biased here and there might be some opinion. And the fact that you're telling me about a holiday in order to sell me something probably doesn't make this the most credible. What happened here? Ooh, I lost my. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we do have an author, but probably not the most trustworthy. Okay, trying to get back up here. Now, back to that sentence I read before. Explore the possibility this uplifting, mindful holiday can be a powerful way to end the old year and begin the next. That has a lot of opinion language in it. And yes, that's why I'm led to believe that this article is a bit more opinion based. We want stuff that's fact based. So the next thing I'm going to do I give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I give this website a thumbs, what do you think? Up or down? Thumbs down. Because there's no date, it's opinion based, and I'm not sure I can entirely trust the author. Okay. There is no date. It is opinion fact-based, and I'm not sure that I trust the author. Okay. Now, you would do this when evaluating any website. Now, I'd like you to do this for one website, and then any other websites that you find that you want to use, just kind of do that in your head. Those are the things we want to go for. We want to ask these questions as we're browsing through our topic and finding different websites that might fit. Is the information up to date? Is it useful? Is the author credible? Why was this resource created? Is it opinion or fact based? Is it trying to sell me something? Okay. And then also, you want to make sure that you have that title and URL up there so that you can cite it. So those are all five pieces that we want to make sure we look at. Okay. So go ahead, and if you haven't chosen a holiday, choose a holiday now. And then all you have to do is just open up a Google here and type in your holiday, and you're going to find tons of resources that will help you research this holiday. So pick a couple that you think might work and then throw them into that hand model that I just went through to see if they actually qualify as a good website. Kind of the part two of this, and that is to look at another website. So this one is actually one that will pass my thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, so this is actually history.com, and I will tell you that if you are struggling finding a source, history.com will absolutely work for most holidays if it has something on your holiday. So the date, we have it right there at the top, November 30th. Well, that's the updated, and even the original is, I mean, it's 10 years ago, but it is updated, so that's good. November 30th, which is really recent. So I'm going to say date, yes, we have it. Well written, let's find out. I'm going to read a tiny bit from this. Dr. Malana Karenga, professor and chairman of Black Studies at California State University, Long Beach, created Kwanzaa in 1966. I've read this whole thing. And let me tell you, if you're looking at a website and you're trying to do some research, you absolutely should read the whole thing. I know I'm just reading first and second sentences here, but you need to make sure you're reading all of it, which I've already done in advance. So, yes, it's well written. I don't see an author right away, but I know the history.com, they do something kind of special. So right here, if I click on history.com editors, history.com actually works with, it says, a wide range of writers and editors to create accurate and informative content. And if we were to research and look at who these people are, Amanda Onion, Missy Sullivan, Matt Mullen, you would find out, because I've done this, you would find out that each of these people, they have like a different specialty. I think one of them specializes in like science, and one of them specializes in more history type things. So they all have like kind of a certain area of expertise. And yes, that's a pretty good qualifier there. That tells you right there that we have some credible authors. Okay. Is it opinion or fact based? Based on what I read, and like I said, I've read this whole thing. Now this have some videos, so it might play something. I can say yes, it's definitely fact-based, which is what I want. Now look at this. Yes, 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 fact. Thumbs up or thumbs down? This one gives a thumbs up, right? Because of all the things we just said. Now, notice the ones that get a thumbs up, they're actually a lot quicker and easier to evaluate because you can find everything really easily. They get a thumbs down. A lot of times those thumbs down ones, they're the ones that are a bit more of a struggle to find what you need, right? It's about to play a video. So I'm going to pause that whenever it pops up. There we go. Okay. So I give this a thumbs up because it is well written, fact-based, and has a team of editors listed in the byline. Okay, so that's all we're going to do today. And I think that you're going to have a successful time finding your sources. And if you struggle, and as you struggle, feel free to email me or Mr. Mobley, and we'll help you through this. All right, happy researching.